Hey guys, welcome back to another basement build video. This week I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of the work myself. The drywallers are down here and they're putting everything up. They've only been here one day, but check out the progress they've made so far. Alright, we are standing over here by the fireplace and they pretty much got the entire ceiling done. And I would say 75% of the walls. Got the whole bar area done. This one sheet's the only one left on the back wall. They pretty much got the entire bathroom done. That's going to be left for me to do later. Cut my holes in for my puck lights. I'm not really going to be videotaping them doing much of the work. I don't want to bother them or be walking around here with a camera or be setting the camera up and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be showing you the progress as they do it at the end of the day and kind of, you know, just show you each step of the way. So yeah, tomorrow they said they'll finish all this up and be able to throw some tape and mud on the walls. So we will see it here in another 24 hours.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
All right, halfway through the second day, they have completed all of the sheetrock and they are getting ready to throw the first coat of tape and mud on the walls. Here's in the bar area. Got the main living area here. Bathroom. Bedroom. Here's the screen wall. Our entry area. I'm gonna do some Durrock or hardy backer there around the fireplace. And the office. All right, so we're down here at the end of day 2. Here's what they've got done so far. This is actually the third day. They're letting this mud dry a little bit so they can come in and sand and it's completely dry. And then they'll still be doing a skim coat of mud over that. What I'm gonna work on tonight is trying to cut my pieces for my concrete backer board, the Durrock around the fireplace for when I do some stonework. Right, here we are after another day of them being down here. They went ahead and sanded everything, remudded, and let it sit for a day. I got all my Durrock around the fireplace. They were able to tape and mud the seam there. So different from what it was just a few days ago. Wires through from my puck lights and my floating shelves. All right, so everything's looking great down here so far. They're gonna come down here today, sand the walls again, go ahead and throw the knockdown on the ceiling and scrape it off to give it the texture. And then they're gonna throw another coat of mud on all the seams on the walls. And then tomorrow they will be back for the final sand on the walls. All right, day 4 for the sheetrock guys being here. They went ahead and got all of the ceiling done for the texture. Right here in the main living area. So they got that done today, and they also went back and did a little bit more mudding on the corners, on the edges, and that sort of thing. Did a little bit more mud there on the sides of the fireplace area. So they should be back tomorrow to do all the finish sanding, and then after that, they are done. So I'll be able to get back to work down here.
The next day.
Sheetrockers just got done today doing the finish sanding. Everything is done down here, waiting for me to prime and paint. So the plan for today is to get the basement area cleaned up. I've got to go through and sweep everything out and just get all the trash picked up out of here. I actually have all my doors that I bought. I'm gonna bring those down here and get them in the basement. I might get those set up here in the next day or two as well. So yeah, let's get it cleaned up first and go on from there. Okay guys, so the next step down here I'm doing is I'm going to be hanging most of the doors, and I'm going to be doing that with the quick door hanger. I do use shims after I get it aligned properly, and I do nail it properly into the door, but those things make it so much faster getting everything aligned. And essentially all it is these little plates here that you will screw into the side of the frame and then use these indicators to line up on the wall a vertical line that you've drawn, and you can get a pretty quick estimate of where things are going to be flat and level and you know, straight in the doorway. But I'll show you how to use those and we'll get some doors hung. All right, so here's what comes in a box of those. You've got enough brackets for 10 doors. Comes with the screws to screw the brackets into the side of the door frame here. And also comes with longer screws to screw into the studs to align everything. And I'll leave a link in the description down below of where to get these. So first we're going to take our brackets and we go along each hinge, put that screw right in the center there, or somewhere in the center, and then we'll take our 3 smaller screws and screw it into the side of the frame. Then we'll go on the opposite side, directly opposite of this, and do the same thing over here. So you can see we got all 3 installed on the hinges. Now on the opposite side, all 3 installed as well. Next we're going to take our level and draw a line about a 1/2 inch in from the edge of the wall here, and that will give us a reference point to line up on our notches here on these brackets. So starting on the hinge side, after we've got our 1 screw in, we see where our line is there on the, looks like the middle knob, or the middle notch. So we'll go up here and adjust this over slightly and make sure it's on the middle notch as well. Same thing with the bottom, and that should ensure that our hinge side is completely straight. We will then check our level up top and do the same thing on our non-hinge side. So now that everything is lined up on this side, you can come back, check your level on the door, which is looking pretty darn good. And the last step is to go ahead and check your gaps everywhere and to see if it's hitting anywhere first, which this door is hitting down at the bottom before it's hitting up at the top. So the way to fix that is actually to adjust the opposite hinge side. So if your door needs to go in up there, it needs to come out down at the bottom. So we can do that easily with these brackets because they bend a little bit. So we can get on the back side, push that hinge out, and it should take the top of our door in. so just with those couple little adjustments, you can see these hinges or these brackets will bend just slightly, and our trim will be able to fit all over that and cover that up. But just with those minor adjustments, the whole door now closes and hits the jamb at the same time. Our gap looks even all the way on the side and on the top. So the next thing we'll do is throw some shims in the side there and grab a 15 or 16 gauge nailer and nail them into the studs. But that's essentially the door hangers, how they work. Like I said, it makes it very easy to get your door up there and to adjust what you need to get everything square and aligned and get your gaps correct. So the other nice thing about these hanger brackets is it makes it really easy to throw some shims in a couple of spots and nail it to the door. Just a few shims later. I know I didn't do a whole lot this time. It was mainly the sheetrockers, but you know, I was working and they were down here doing their thing while I was working, so it looks awesome down here. I'm so excited about how it's turning out. I'm really excited to get started on the fireplace and to start doing some tile work. And the mantle that I built, I'll put another video up just of the mantle because it's kind of a how-to video, but that's going to look super awesome as well. So hope you liked the video. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more Life of Bliss.